Hello everybody, this is Multi24 Gaming and I am here with Extreme Landings Pro and the newest plane that has come out. It is a rotorless representation of the Boeing 757. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are quite pleased that I did not call it an Airbus 757, as I accidentally called the Airbus A320 the Boeing A320. I do apologize for that. YouTube decided to take away annotation, so my correction is gone too. I put a very nice apology in my description though and comment section. What we're going to do, and I apologize for not specifying this earlier, this is sort of a flight simulator walkthrough slash sort of first flight with the 757, and I'll just show you sort of how to deal with problem situations. We'll do a short flight in this plane. And so it's also sort of like a review. We'll look around the plane, look in the cockpit, and see the different... I'll make different notes on how the plane is, different from the others. But without further ado, we're going to go to Flight Simulator, and we are going to reset all that to 0. And I usually leave picking the routes. They have to be very close for the video's sake, but I'm thinking that we can do these two airports here. They're relatively close, or I'm not, let me take a look. Actually, we're going to take off there and we're going to land there. It might be a little longer, but I can cut out the middle if it gets boring. And, of course, we put the failure rate on high, and so it is very likely, everybody, that we will not make it, because sometimes we get faults that we just can't solve. Like, sometimes all 4 of the 5 faults are all the engines are cut out, and then the 5th fault is, like, no APU or something, and there's just no hope. So we're going to do real situation. I swear it's going to be nighttime like it always is. Let's find out. Please be day, please be day, please be day. Oh my gosh, it's daytime. Okay, good deal. That's a first. All right, so we have our 757 here. I don't know much about the 757. In fact, I'm not even completely sure there is one, because I've never actually... It looks so similar to the 767, in that, it's got the 2 wheels and it's got no-toothed grooves behind, but that's just a characteristic of the 787. And I mean, it looks very, very close to the 767. Especially the main characteristic is the winglets. You guys will see in my travel vlog, I flew on an Austrian Airlines plane over to Austria a couple weeks ago, and one of the main characteristics of the plane is, of course, the winglets. So that's great. Let's take a look inside the cockpit. It's very well done, and we can look all the way, we can look all the way behind us, so that's something I really do like. Looks like there's a little bit of a glitch there, though. I can sort of see through. But you can see around, and I do enjoy sitting in the cockpit and just sort of looking around while we fly. Can't really mess with any of these buttons. Maybe someday you will, but I'm gonna leave that to P3D for now. Cup holder and a window opener. We probably shouldn't use that once we're out. I don't know. We can zoom in on a Windows computer. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. All right, so we're zoomed in now. On my Mac trackpad, I have to like squeeze inwards on the trackpad. It's really kind of strange. So some lights for nighttime flying. I also do like to see how the cockpit looks at night, but we'll see. You guys will see a lot of the 757, I'm sure, in future live streams and stuff like that. Here we have our throttle. And so, yeah, that's basically what I've got to show you guys in here for now. Let's zoom back out. And let's get these engines on. Flaps down halfway. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Sorry, I used the keyboard shortcut. But you go to the flap, you go to the landing pad here, which is 5 on your keyboard if you are on a Windows or MacBook. And then you can bring the flaps down to 2. Speed brake, you don't really need until landing. And yeah, and so then you go to the engines panel. And for me, of course, this plane only has 2 engines. So you'd use, I think, Y and U to flip the starters on. Yep. So tap these 2 things here if you're on a mobile device, and then hold down H and J if you are on a keyboard, of course, and if not, just tap them. and hold them down. So we've got the plane starting to go already because we had the what do you call it, throttle partially up, and the plane's going a little bit faster than taxi. We're gonna full throttle it and get this plane off the ground. I've not even taken this plane off yet, so alright, takeoff of about 150 knots, not bad. Alright, let's get these flaps up. Plane is picking up speed very quickly, wow. It's impressive. Alright, we're gonna start heading in the direction of our route. And it's a pretty short route, so let's do a cruising altitude of about 20,000 feet. Usually the 767s fly around, when going over the Atlantic and stuff, about 35, 36. Alright, as you can see, one of our engines is already giving us problems. This is going to be difficult. I know the plane can go on only one engine, so let's try and keep this engine going as long as we can and bring the strain down. Oops, engine panel, my bad, sorry. Okay, we're going to bring strain on that engine down. And it seems to have stabilized. 12.6 is the oil pressure. We've got an alarm up here. So there, it's alarming us, I think, about that. Either that or the radar. Okay, yeah, our radar's off. We should have set our autopilot. Okay. I'm going to make a deduction here. Let's see. Plane's going in the relatively right direction, so I'm gonna keep it locked in that. As long as we've got autopilot, we should be good. Speed's maxed out. I'm gonna hit time, and if I hear any difference in the engine, we're gonna have problems. So engine seems to be fine. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I think that should make the plane fly a little. Yep, that sort of. Go on autopilot. You got this. Alright, we're gonna stop it and we're gonna check the engine. Oopsie. Oil pressure is still stabilized. Okay, we're good. We are good for now. Go! Alright, and now we're gonna, oops, bounce this back off at like, I don't know, 40, maybe? 45? So we're basically on the flight path to Istanbul. Let's see. Alright, we're about halfway there, so we're pretty good. Our plane's holding up pretty well. 45. I guess it needs to be like 50 or something. We don't know when the next fault will show up, though, and it could be an instant. Okay, roll. So we can't turn in a certain direction. ASM. Okay. Automatic Assist Manager's problematic. It's okay. I think we still have autopilot. Alright, please tell me our gear's up. Okay, I did that. Alright. Plane still seems to be okay. Altitude, as you can see, we're not maintaining the cruising altitude that I said we would because I'm not risking going up that high. Or trying to go up with the engine. I don't want to strain it. We will go up a little bit. We're going to go up to about 7,000, so if we need to, we can cruise down. We're not losing very much speed, and our engine seems to be fine. But somebody did tell me on a stream that, yeah, get as high as you can so you can glide down. Which does work to an extent until you finally just drop out of the sky. But then you can point your nose down if you're high enough and get some speed out of that and then glide. Okay, how far is this Istanbul? Alright, we're gonna hit time. And we're gonna try to successfully land. We may do it, we may not. But we're gonna do our very best. If we can't turn one direction, that makes it very difficult. Our faults appear to be we can't turn in a certain direction. That's number one. Number two is that one of our engines causing problems. Number three is the ASM, and number four is the radar. So I don't know if there's going to be a number five at some point. We're losing altitude. Oh, it's because of automatic assist. Yeah, it's no problem. We'll be fine. We're almost there. I just sort of need to steer this plane using autopilot a little bit. I have landed with only autopilot before. If you want to see that video, it's on. It's probably just Extreme Landings, landing with only autopilot. You'll find it. It was a very difficult thing, but I did it. And it was the scariest landing I've ever conducted. Alright. So, emergency landing. Gonna turn off the autopilot so I can actually control the plane. Gonna turn on the APU. Alright. Oh, plane's not wanting to turn this way. Alright. This plane isn't very good for maneuvering, I've noticed. We're gonna try and keep our speed slow. We're really, really high for landing at this airport, but we're gonna try to... We might want to turn this other engine off too, because I'm using the master throttle right now. And when I gun it, the plane is going to flaps down. Flaps aren't working, so that's our fifth fault, guys. We have no flaps. Alright. Alright. Gear's going down. But it might need to go back up, depending. We can't lose too much speed. But at the same time, we need the plane to stop. Air brake works, that's good.
1,000.
Alright, I swear if this thing calls me a retard, it'll be the 7th plane to do so. Maybe
500.
it's a Boeing thing, I don't know.
400.
Alright, I don't know what optimal landing speed is with this plane.
Minimums.
Okay.
200.
Big landing coming in. Woo, okay.
100.
We're coming down, we're coming down, we're coming down.
50, 40, 30, 20.
And it didn't call me a retard. Full stop in the 757. Stop this plane. There we go. The plane has stopped. Good deal, guys. We have landed our newest plane in Extreme Landings with high difficulty on a pretty substantial flight. I mean, it was pretty long compared to most. But I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. And I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.